let's talk about transfers. So Mudryk apparently was heading to Arsenal. Looks like one of the Chelsea co-owners flew into town, talked out the deal, presented him with a fat check, and brought him back in a private jet. This is what Coach Nimley wants for his team, you know. There is Cash FC. This is how they like to do their business.
No, we have said we will not sign
honestly,
any player.
considering the contract and the fee and everything associated with Mudryk, I think it's better for Arsenal he goes to Chelsea.
No, but Arsenal were going to bid close to 95 million.
No, let me finish. Because if it's true that they are paying Mudryk 200,000, as reported, he will become Arsenal's highest paid player. For a player,
200,000.
Yeah, he will become like one of their highest paid players. For a player who's not guaranteed to start, when you look at the team,
and he's moving from 6,000 euros,
3,000 from what I saw.
Yeah,
it like everything about when you look at the contract like that, and me and Coach had this discussion earlier. Coach disagrees with me, but he was offered 35,000 by Arsenal supposedly, and he had accepted. This was he had
because at the time Arsenal was the only team after him.
But he had accepted.
And Arsenal themselves knew that they were the only team after him, so they could afford to.
But that's what I'm saying. If you agree 35,000 with someone and someone comes with 200,000, it's not in your interest
to try and compete.
Yeah, because if you put in your mind that the ceiling you have for him is probably maybe 60,000. You see, so once they put 200,000 on the table,
they've blown you out of the water.
They blow you out of the water. So you just take it like that.
My issue with the Arsenal people is this. Because this is a player you've pursued for a very long time.
And they were actually willing to pay 95 million overall.
That's it.
So meaning that a lot of it were in performance.
Exactly. Well, that was, then, you know, the deal was being, they were struggling with those things.
And then too, if Chelsea showed up and is giving the boy £200,000 a week, and the boy is on record to have said, I love Arsenal, I want to play for Arteta, I would have said, okay, look, we can't match the 200,000. Before I start, we raise the 35 that we've offered you to half of what they are offering, 100,000.
Coach, between 100,000 and 200,000 is still a big gap.
It's still a big gap. But if you look at the boys' commitment towards Arsenal, if you look at the boys' commitment towards Arsenal up to now, I mean, if they could have used this. Look, we can't match them. This is our pay structure. Take 100,000 K, half of what they are giving, and see how the body we are stuck there. Chisel. What is Chisel about this?
35,000, 200,000. Chelsea just
that's one. And the way Chelsea have been, and honestly, I don't think it's a smart deal from Chelsea to pay someone 200,000.
You are giving 200,000. You are negotiating contract extension with Mason Mount and Co. How much do you think they're going to take?
Coach, thank you very much. That's exactly the point.
How much do you think they're going to take?
Well, and that's why I say because that's exactly the point. Because if Mudryk is coming in, fairly unproven player, one Champions League season. Last season he scored 2 goals. This is a very unproven player. Giving 200,000. What is Mason Mount going to say? Mason Mount, I'm a Champions League winner. I'm an England international. I've been playing for this club for how long? If Mason Mount in his head now,
we'll be asking for 250, 300,000.
250. He's going to take. He has to take double what the boy is playing. He has to take double. So right now, what Chelsea are doing is that the amount of money you have to pay your regular players and your starters,
blown the salary structure,
and that's why I think Arsenal have actually dodged the bullets. Because if you look at the way the pay structure will go and be, it will because remember they are trying to get Saka to sign 180,000. You are trying to get Saka, your star player, to sign 180,000. If you put Mudryk, who's going to sit on the bench 200,000?
Saka takes 400.
Thank you. So
that's just a very interesting situation.
Because you have to look, so the long-term effects for Chelsea is disastrous in attracting players and what they have to pay them. Luckily for them, if you sign this guy on a 7-year contract, you play the whole 7 years because there's no way
nobody's going to give him 200,000.
And you can't extend him because if you extend him, if I'm on to my next contract, I have to take 300. So they have to pay him the whole 7 years. So look,
let's